The moment we've all been waiting for is finally here. Samsung has officially launched the Samsung Galaxy A57. And trust me, this is not just another mid-range phone. This one is different. But here's the real question. Is it actually worth your money? Or is it just another overhyped upgrade that looks good on paper but disappoints in real life? Because today, we're going deep. I'm going to break down everything you need to know after launch. The real features, the hidden upgrades, and most importantly, whether you should buy it or skip it. Now let's start with the first thing everyone notices. The design. The Samsung Galaxy A57 doesn't try to completely reinvent the look, but it refines it in a way that feels premium the moment you see it. The edges feel cleaner. The camera module looks more polished, and overall, it gives you a flagship vibe without actually being a flagship. And that's exactly what Samsung is trying to do here. Bring that premium feel into a more affordable range. But design alone doesn't make a phone great, right? What really matters is how it feels in your hand, how it performs in daily life, and whether it actually delivers on its promises. And this is where things start getting interesting. Because when you turn on the display of the Samsung Galaxy A57, you immediately notice how vibrant and smooth everything feels. The colors pop, the scrolling feels fluid, and whether you're watching videos, playing games, or just browsing social media, the experience feels clean and immersive. Samsung has always been strong in displays, and once again, they didn't disappoint. But here's something most people won't tell you. A great display is not just about brightness and colors. It's about consistency. And this phone actually holds up well even in bright outdoor conditions, which is something that really matters in real-world usage. But let's talk about performance, because this is where a lot of mid-range phones struggle. On paper, the Samsung Galaxy A57 looks solid. But what happens when you actually use it? When you open multiple apps, switch between tasks, play heavy games, or record videos, does it lag, or does it stay smooth? And surprisingly, Samsung has done a decent job here. The performance feels stable. Not crazy fast like flagship phones, but definitely reliable enough for everyday users. And honestly, for most people watching this video, that's exactly what matters. Now here's something that can make or break a phone. The camera. Because no matter how powerful a phone is, if the camera isn't good, people won't care. And Samsung knows that. That's why the camera setup on the Samsung Galaxy A57 has been improved in a way that actually makes a difference. The photos come out sharp, colors look natural, and in good lighting. The results can honestly surprise you. But the real test is low light, because that's where most phones fail. And while it's not perfect, it still manages to capture usable shots, which is a big plus at this price point. But wait, because there's one thing that most people ignore when buying a phone, and that's the battery. The Samsung Galaxy A57 comes with a battery that is designed to last throughout the day. And in most cases, it actually does. Whether you're watching videos, scrolling, gaming, or using apps continuously, it holds up pretty well. And charging speeds are decent too, meaning you won't be stuck waiting forever for your phone to power up. But here's the catch. Battery performance always depends on usage. And that's something you should always keep in mind before making a decision. Now let's talk about something that can completely change your experience. The software. Because hardware is only half the story. The real magic happens in the software. And with Samsung's latest interface, the Samsung Galaxy A57 feels smooth, user-friendly, and packed with useful features. From customization options to security updates, everything feels well optimized. And this is one area where Samsung actually has an advantage over many competitors. But now comes the most important part, the price. Because at the end of the day, everything depends on whether the phone is worth what you're paying. And this is where opinions can differ. Some people will say it's a great deal. Others might feel it's slightly overpriced depending on the competition. And that's exactly why you need to understand what you're getting for your money instead of just following hype. And here's something you really need to think about. Are you upgrading from an older phone? Or are you already using something recent? Because if you're coming from an older device, the Samsung Galaxy A57 will feel like a massive upgrade. But if you're already using something like last year's model, the difference might not feel that big. And this is the part where most people make mistakes. The upgrade without actually needing to. So before you make any decision, ask yourself, do you really need this phone, or do you just want it because it's new? Because marketing can be powerful, but your decision should be smarter. Now let's wrap this up. The Samsung Galaxy A57 is a solid phone. It looks premium, performs well, has a good display, decent cameras, and reliable battery life. It doesn't try to be perfect, but it does enough things right to make it a strong option in its category. But at the same time, it's not revolutionary. It's an upgrade, not a transformation. So the final verdict: if you want a balanced phone with a premium feel and reliable performance, this could be a great choice. But if you're expecting something groundbreaking, you might want to think twice. And now I want to hear from you. Would you actually buy the Samsung Galaxy A57? Or would you skip it and wait for something better? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more videos like this, make sure you stay tuned, because the next one might just help you avoid a bad purchase.